From the heart of Bukit Bintang to the gates of Dublin Airport, this journey is over 11,000 kilometers, 3 major airports and a whole lot of logistics. I'm breaking down every single step from KL Sentral to Dubai and beyond, so your trek home is completely stress-free. Let's get moving.
This is tough work. I'm breaking up a huge sweat. Humidity levels, of course, and it was raining earlier. I'm back at Bukit Bintang monorail station, heading to KL Sentral again. Oh, looks like standing room only again. And we're squeezed in like sardines, unless I can find a spot. Right, this is the tricky part. Got to figure out which way to go, and I end up being lost in that shopping centre. So basically, I'm going to show you the way on how to get to KL Sentral to the airport. How complex that is, it should be easy enough. So follow me. Oh, in there, and doors open, and we're through. So we're looking for the purple icon, KLIA Express. So just at the bottom of the escalators after leaving New Central, that shopping centre I always get lost in, you have to head this way to KLIA Express, which is on the left-hand side just at the bottom of the escalator. So it's only a minute's walk away. Here's the ticket machine. So I'm selecting a single trip to Terminal 1 and 1 adult, of course. Proceed, and it's costing me 55 ringgit. Tap the card, transaction approved. And here's my ticket. So scan the code, and we're through. I'll take the escalator. The lift is behind me. I need the exercise. And boarding this way, please. And is that the train already? So these must be those secure doors. They only open when the train stops. No, that wasn't the train. So the airport train has arrived. Stuck the luggage under there. They've got some useful luggage sections to put your stuff in. And we're off. I have to figure out where I'm going. It's Terminal 1. So I'll be like a sheep and I'll just follow the crowd in front of me. Scan the ticket again. Is it working? Yeah, it worked. So just checking the notice board. Mine isn't on there yet because my flight leaves at 18:25. I got here way early just to get it out of the way, but I wouldn't mind going back there soon. So instead of waiting around for the lift, I'm going to follow the green sign, Departure Hall, and go up the escalator. By the way, that KLIA train from KL Sentral to the airport barely took 20 minutes. It just flew by and it's quite comfortable. And it's the most efficient way of getting to the airport. And it costs €12 or the equivalent of that. And there are cheaper ways, but I just wanted to relax on the final part of my journey. Now I have to contend with another escalator, so going up and up again, and finally the departure hall. Look at this. This is massive, and it's so clean and shiny and sparkly. Yes, if you're thinking I look a bit different, I had to change my t-shirt because of the humidity levels. Oh, it was soaking, but this is cooler now. We've got the air conditioning. If you're checking in with Emirates, you have to go to section C, which is right there. And I'm very early. I think it's about 3.5 hours till my flight leaves. And that was an easy enough check-in procedure. Friendly lady there. I was telling her about my itinerary throughout Malaysia and the trips I'd done, and she was lovely, and I just had to let her know that there was a drone in the suitcase. So all was fine, and they put a fragile tag on my suitcase. I'm so lucky. And I guess this must be the Chinatown part of Kuala Lumpur Airport. So let's have a gander inside. You know how I love being nosy. It reminded me a little bit of Georgetown, to tell you the truth. Go all the way through. What is that? Looks like red chickens hanging up there, but it isn't. I need to wear glasses. And there's one of those old style rickshaws where the rickshaw puller would literally pull you along. Lucky year of the horse, it says there. So just under 3 hours till my flight leaves. I better go through security and go airside and relax there and maybe get a bite to eat or a coffee or something like that. I'm doing this too early, but I didn't want the stress of being stuck in any traffic in the big city, the big mega city, of course, of Kuala Lumpur. That's it, we've got to go through there now. So the next stage is the immigration line, which is up ahead, and that seems to be a very big queue for it. Thank goodness I got here early. So through passport control, just there. And I was only waiting in the queue for about 20 minutes because they had over 30 desks open. That's efficiency for you. The Portugal airports could learn something from that. I'm only going by what I see in the Facebook groups, that is. I haven't witnessed it firsthand. So there's a bit of confusion here because this airport is so big. I have to go to departure gate C, which where the Emirates flights are, and get a train for one stop. That's the train there. A train in the middle of an airport. I did experience this 9 years ago when I was on my way to Langkawi for the first time, when I stopped off at this airport first. So let's see what happens here. It's a free-for-all. Well, luckily it's only one stop. So we're bang in the middle of the airport grounds, and this is where I'm going to have to relax for the next 2 hours or so. In the meantime, get to check out the duty free. Not that I'm going to buy much. and this is what the train looks like. It's leaving. Bye. I'll let you into a little secret. I collect Starbucks mugs from various locations I go to, and I now have my complete Malaysian collection. I picked up 4 yesterday from the pavilion, and then the last 2 remaining. I only bought 4 because I couldn't fit the whole 6 in my suitcase, and luck would have it that I could chance buying 2 more, the last 2, and my luck was in because they gave me a ticket. Because of the Chinese New Year, I opened it and it won me a free grande coffee. So I opted for a flat white, and look, they even put my name on it too. This Starbucks makes me feel special, and thank you. I love it when I go through security without a glitch, which is back there. And I'm through to the lounge, about to board, and there is my plane going all the way to Dubai. Hello.
Hello, how are you, sir?
All good, thank you. 47A. Thank you. Now that is a welcoming. Hello. Thank you. So certain airlines which fly to the Azores could learn from that instead of getting angry. Not naming any names. Right, I am on seat 47A. So that should be way at the back of the plane. So here's my seat, 47A, and the view from the window. Right, I'm settled into my seat. At long last, flight leaves in about 35 minutes. And if you check it out, I'm in a 2-seat configuration, which is unusual for me. And maybe I am right at the back of the plane. You could see the galley at the back there, and of course the ice system. Just watch whatever you want, but that'll come later. I don't really bother with it because I've seen more or less what there is to see. So I guess it's, oh, the lights went off then. So I guess it's time for me to just sit back, relax, and enjoy this flight for the next, is it about 7.5 hours? Dubai, here we come. Oh, look at that sunlight shining on my face there. And it's time for dinner. This is early for me. I'll show you what we got anyway. They gave me the low-fat meal, and I think it might be a little bit too boring for my liking, but try as I may, it's my own fault for ordering it. But that looks like oranges, salad there, tomato, cherry, mixed leaves, and sweet corn. And yeah, as you can see there, it says low-fat meal. And what's in it? Grilled chicken thigh, steamed brown rice, carrots and broccoli. And of course, the obligatory bottle of mineral water and a fruit. I don't know what that is. Is it a pear or an apple? Not too sure what this is. Right, because of lack of space, you don't have to watch me eat this. So take my word for it. If it's in any way bad, you'll hear from me. Thank you. Good night. Bye. So welcome back again to Dubai. This is a cool little bridge connecting the flight to the main terminal. And look over that, there's another Emirates flight there, ready to go, or it's just arrived. And the time, local time, it's just gone 9:15 p.m. So 4 hours behind Malaysia and 4 hours ahead of UK and Ireland. Right, it's exactly 4 hours till my flight leaves Dubai Airport to head back to Dublin Airport. So I'm just chilling here, biding away the time and watching the world go by. People watching on this seat. So this is my view as I just pan the camera around. This airport is actually very quiet this evening, but it is the start of Ramadan and also Chinese New Year, of course, so there wouldn't be that many people around. So, don't know if I'm gonna be able to have a nap, but I'll just be on my phone, I'll just be online, and fair dues to Starbucks as well in Malaysia because they shared my post again on my Instagram of me winning that drink. So I have to thank them. I'm gonna reshare their story of my story onto my Instagram. By the way, if you haven't followed me on Instagram, my IG name is @RuPhoto and Facebook is @RuPhotoTravel. And here we go for the final round of this trip. They're starting to board for Dublin. Can't believe it, but I'm boarding already. I'm group number 2, so here we go. Good evening or good morning.
Morning, how are you doing?
All right.
How's everything?
All good, thank you.
Glad to hear that.
Thank you.
Mr. Ahmed.
Thank you.
6th morning. This way, please.
Thank you. Morning. Okay. We go the entire walk through business class and economy premium, then get stuck at economy. So, I'm on seat 46A, so this is more or less where I sat on the last flight, except I was one row behind, so this will do nicely. And that's my current view out of the window. Yeah, even though this is still a Boeing 777-300, it's an older plane compared to the one from Kuala Lumpur, because look at this. Oh, that needs fixing there. And just the general seats just looks like an older design on them as well. And they don't have the newer USB style sockets on them too. That's the old style remote control for ICE. Thank you.
It's a pleasure.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. Thank you.
Good day.
Thank you. So after 20 hours or so of traveling with very little sleep, I'm kind of relieved to be back. I can start editing these vlogs for you. So it's usual, passport control and baggage reclaim. And I've never been on this side of Terminal 2 before, so you'll be seeing it for the first time, the same time as me too. That's passport control behind me. And I should have just gone to the manned section because the automated one never works for me for some reason. Could be because I have a British passport. So now, baggage reclaim, and I have to suss out which belt is mine. There you go. And this is a part where a zillion people turn up to welcome me back, and they always get the date wrong. Oh, a few people there. Is my name on any of the placards? No. Oh, woe is me. Right. I will just move over into the corner and do the usual sum up. So there are lots of things to say about this trip. I was totally out of my comfort zone for a lot of it, and for some reason I wasn't feeling it in Koh Lipe at certain times, maybe because I just couldn't find the connection between some of the local people like I did in Malaysia. But having said that, I did have an amazing time. I got to ride a motor scooter for the first time instead of hiring a car because I've got to try and learn how to drive automatic. My swimming got a bit stronger, as you saw. I'd love to try Southeast Asia again, so see how I feel. Anyway, right, I've got to head back to Kilkenny and I better bid you my leave. So hope you all have a great week, and I'll talk to you on the next one. Don't know where I'll be, but until then, bye. Oh, and before I go, I bloody forgot how freezing it was. I'm gonna have to put some layers on. I just felt that icy cold then. I think the temperature is around, let me just check, 4 degrees Celsius. That's cold enough. Right, I'm definitely gone now. Ciao. And I was telling her about my auntie. So just under 3, I am way at the back of the flight. I am way at the back of the plane. You can see the backwards. I am, and enjoy this flight for the next 7.5 hours or so. So I guess it's time just for me to sit back, relax. Right. By the way, if you haven't followed me on Instagram, even though